Hi, I'm Slavik with iDrinkCoffee.com. Today I'm presenting the Mazzer ZM Shop Grinder. The ZM is a versatile offering from Mazzer that does the job that previously would require 2 or 3 grinders. The ZM is a capable shop grinder, meaning that you can use it to grind full bags of coffee for your customers. It's also great as a filter and pour-over grinder, and it can be used as a single-dose espresso grinder. To demonstrate the Mazzer ZM, I'm going to go over all of its features. I'm also going to show you how to program this grinder, and then we'll put it to the test. We'll see it in action. So first, let's go over the features of this impressive grinder. The grinder comes standard with a fairly small hopper. This is only about 300 grams. It's less than a pound of coffee, but it can be fitted with a larger hopper, of course. The Mazzer Rober hopper fits on this, which is about 2 kilograms, I believe, which is 4.4 pounds. The control knob is right here, and this is where you do your programming. And when I go into the programming, I'll show you how to use this. But this is where the control knob is. It goes back and forth, and there's a button here. Here we have the display, and this is how you interact and control the grinder. You have your grind setting, your time, etc. Again, I'll go over all of that once we're in the programming section of the video. I'll also show you that this actually moves to the side, so you can move this to the side if you need to access the burrs. The burrs are just behind here. And the burrs on the Mazzer ZM are actually mounted vertically, not horizontally like in a traditional grinder. And what that gives you is very low retention. Mazzer actually says that this grinder has less than half a gram of retention, which is really amazing. The burrs are 83 millimeters in size, and there's 3 different burr options. The ones we have in here are the most versatile ones, but you can also get burrs specific for espresso or burrs specific for filter grinding, which are a little bit more specialized. These burrs are, or the standard burrs, are designed to give you the highest possible TDS or total dissolved solid yield. The chute is right here, and again, the grind chamber is completely vertical, so the coffee feeds from the hopper through the burrs and down the chute, and this is actually quite cool. The one I have on here is the one with the bag clip, so I would use this in order to grind a full bag of coffee, but it's easily removable and interchangeable. I can change it, and Mazzer includes these grinds containers. You get 2 of them inside the box, and here I grind directly into this container if I want to grind for, for a filter or for a single dose espresso. I've saved the coolest feature and the most innovative feature on this grinder for last, and that is the grind adjustment. You would have noticed there's no actual lever or knob to adjust the grind, and that's because the ZM has automatic and motorized adjustments. When you get the grinder, you calibrate it, you calibrate the 0 point, and it does that automatically. So it will set the burrs touching, and then you set your grind in micrometers. And the grinder changes the setting all on its own. Right now, I have it set at 300 micrometers, which is 0.3 of a millimeter. But if I wanted to, I could very easily change my grind to, and that's an espresso setting, but let's say I want to go to French press. I'm going to 1.1 millimeters or 1100 microns. And there's a motor inside here that changes the burrs, and it's very, very precise. It's within 1 micron, which is absolutely unbelievable. And that's really what makes the ZM unique. There's no other grinder on the market that has this feature. So now let me show you some of the programming options. This is the front control panel of the grinder. And right here we have the setting of how fine the dose is, and that actually measures the actual distance between the burrs. So it's set at 1100 microns. Now it's actually 1.1 millimeters. Below that you have the name, and you can set this name to whatever you like. I have it set at French press right now. And below that, we have 4 different time settings. I've got my number 1 set to 10 seconds, 2 to 20 seconds, 3 is not set yet, and 4 I have at 2.85 seconds. Now, in order to make changes, if I wanted to change the grind setting, for example, I go to the gear here, and I can change the burst distance. So let's say I wanted for example, a Chemex setting, and we'll call that maybe 750 microns. So I can set this to 750. Skipping a little bit, I'm overshooting, I apologize for that. But I set it to 750, and I press the OK button, and you can hear the burrs moving. It's gone to 750. And now, because this is a new setting, there's no name. If I wanted to set a name, I would go to the last option here, and I would choose the empty slot, and let's call this, for example, I'm going to call it Chemex. And I would just name this here. And you just scroll through the letters using the side dial, and you press it in to confirm. And then once I'm done, I hold it in and press OK to save. And now my 750 micron setting says Chemex. And if I wanted to grind, I then press one of the time buttons, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to press the 2.85 second. And you see the grinder grinds for the set time into my container. So the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a shot of espresso by using the ZM as a single dose espresso grinder. And I want to weigh my coffee. So what I've done is I have a scale here, and I'm tearing my container. I've got it at 0.0. I'll insert the container here, lock it in. I'm going to change my grind setting because I was at Chemex, but I'm going to change it to espresso. And of course, the motor moves the burrs. My espresso setting here is 265 microns. And my grind setting, I raised it by just a little bit to 2.95 seconds, and I'll press that button now. I'll remove this, of course, and weigh it. I've got about a 17.2 gram dose, so I might want to increase that. If I want an 18 gram dose, increase it by maybe, less than half a second. This grinder really is very, very fast. So now let's go to our espresso machine and pull a shot. So we've moved to the back of the room and by my espresso machine. This is a Synesso Hydra single group. I've transferred the grinds into my portafilter and tamped, and we're just going to extract a shot of espresso. I have it in manual mode, so I'm doing about a 5-second pre-infusion, and then I'm going to begin my extraction. You can see we're getting a really nice extraction already. It's flowing very nicely. And really, for a grinder to be able to go from French press to filter to espresso so quickly and so accurately is remarkable. And let me just show you these shots because they really are quite impressive. They got beautiful striping, and they look fantastic. And there's one final feature that I still would like to show you on this grinder, and that is the ability to grind into a bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my bag holder. I put this just in here, lock it in. I'm going to change my grind setting actually to, let's go to filter. So I'll change it to filter, which I have set to 710 microns. And I take my bag of coffee, and I'm just going to grind what's left in there. And I open up the bag, put on the clip. I'm going to press the 20-second button. I think that should be enough. And it grinds quickly and easily right into the bag. I can get rid of these beans that kind of got stuck up here. And it's actually, I still had about 6 or 7 seconds left. That was about maybe half a pound of coffee, I would say. Mazzer says that this grinder grinds at around 800 grams a minute, which is about 1.7 pounds. So it's very, very quick as well. When it comes to build quality, quality assurance, and reliability, nobody does it like Mazzer. Mazzer has earned a reputation over a very long period of time for building the most reliable grinders on the market, bar none. And now they've added incredible innovation to that offering. The ZM is an example of that new innovation that Mazzer is now committed to. This grinder has features that we've never before seen in a grinder, and they really are incredible. The motor that adjusts the grind setting, and it's so precise, far more precise than we could ever do with a knob. This grinder is awesome. It really is hard to beat, and I think it's probably going to be the new leader in this category. If you have any questions about the Mazzer ZM or any one of our products, or if you're opening a cafe and need advice on which equipment to buy, please give us a call. We're always happy to help. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this about espresso grinders, about espresso machines, coffee machines, and everything to do with coffee. Thank you for watching and have a great day.